This week on Let's Talk Schools, we're so thankful for the businesses and organizations who partner with us to foster student success. Meet our Community Partner of the Year and see how their work helps foster student success across the district. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Schools. I'm Mike Looney, the host of the show, and have the honor of being the superintendent of schools here in Fulton County. You know, our district can only be as good as the partners that help us do the work in Fulton. And so today we're going to be talking about community partnerships. And one of our amazing partners, in fact, our partner of the year, is here with us today. But I'm going to start off by introducing Sam Maxey, who is our partner that helps partners. So Sam, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and then talk about what you do in the district, a little bit about yourself. And then I'm going to turn it over to this wonderful lady right here, who's our partner of the year.
Absolutely. Samantha Maxey, Director of Community Relations for Fulton County Schools. And I have the distinct honor of supporting the district in finding wonderful partners like Ms. Dutch to fill the gaps. Doing things as simple as mentoring and tutoring and all of the things that we can't actually get done day to day in the classroom, we get our community partners to support us.
Samantha, I know it must be rewarding because every time I see you, you have a smile on your face. So it brings you great joy to find partners that come alongside and work alongside us to support our students and staff members. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
the work that you do. And so we have our partner of the year. Ms. Dutch is here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're glad that you're here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the organization that you work with or lead. And we'll just dig right in.
Fantastic. Well, my name is Angie Dutch, and I'm with APEC Family Foundation. We provide on-site after-school care at 11 Fulton County elementary schools.
So tell us, how did your organization come to be?
Well, it's a funny story. My children are with me today, and they were attending Stonewall Taylor Elementary School. So we became very involved there under the leadership of Mr. Flannery, and very involved with PTA, LSAG, became school governance, all of those types of activities. And I had an opportunity to purchase a daycare center, and we changed careers. My husband and I both don't have an education background, but we felt very driven to take advantage of this situation, and it grew from there. So now, not only were we able to volunteer and partner with the schools, but Mr. Flannery gave us an opportunity to actually provide on-site after-school care at the schools. So that's been amazing.
So you're in 11 different locations here in Fulton County Schools.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for your partnership. Now, what does APEC stand for, APEC?
APEC stands for Advanced Preparation for Every Child, and we use that acronym in almost everything we do. So the mission of APEC is to assist families, prepare children, establish trusting relationships because we care. So APEC overlays just about everything that we do.
So how do you go about choosing the school that would be a good partner for you? What's that process like?
Well, the blessing for us has been is that the schools have chosen us. So to date, we really have been invited to participate in all the schools that we participate in. And I think it's just word of mouth. I think the principals talk to each other. We try to become good partners. One or the other, in addition to providing after-school care for families, we try to support the schools in any way. So anything that we see the schools have to take out for budget reasons, different reasons, we try to put that back in or make those opportunities available again. And I think the principals see some of the work that we're doing at schools, and we've been so blessed that they talk about us, and then another principal will ask for information and kind of start building a relationship from there. Our plan in the fall is to add 2 or 3 additional schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samantha, I recall giving the award to APEC at a recent event that we had, and it seemed like everybody stood up in the audience and was going crazy and happy for APEC, thankful for the partnership. So for those people that are viewing, how would somebody that might be like APEC, that wants to lean in and give back to the community, how does somebody go about that through Fulton County Schools?
Yeah. So there's a full process on our website, and they can start by going to our community relations page, community@fultonschools.org. We outline the process there. If there's a particular school that they're interested in, we would have them communicate with that school leader, with the principal. If it's something more district wide, they can speak with myself and talk about what it is that they're interested in doing.
We are so thankful for your partnership. Giving of your time and talent and resources isn't free. So how do you get funding in order to do the important work that you do?
Well, we do have we accept statewide subsidies, and we've just finished an amazing funding cycle through the state with stable funding after the pandemic. They gave tremendous supports to child care facilities and after school providers like myself. So we were able to pass those savings along to our parents. So we're always in the market for funding, always doing research, because ideally we would love to be able to provide these services at no cost to all of our families,
Right.
but especially to our low income families. We have subsidized care for them.
So do you have a sliding scale of fees that
Yeah.
you use for
We
family?
have sliced
on their-
real, yeah,
Okay.
yes, and we do accept the Georgia CAPS program, so that's a great benefit to our lower income families. And then we also accept a lot of private donations, so we're available to accept those donations, both corporate and individual level donations.
So let's use this as an advertisement for you. So how does somebody go about making a donation to your organization so it can benefit our boys and girls?
Absolutely, everything you need to know about APEC is on our website. At apecprep.com, you can find a click for, again, the APEC for ACE for after school, P for preschool, E for employment, and C for community. So under that C for community, there's a easy link to make donations and support our families.
Right. Samantha, so I know that we have a number of partners. APEC was selected as Partner of the Year for the great work they're doing. How do you get lifted up, and how do you get labeled and named and receive the honor of Partner of the Year?
By just doing the great work that organizations like APEC is doing. Overwhelmingly, 11 principals said, this is the organization that you should lift up as Partner of the Year. So when we go out and we try to find out who is that great partner, schools respond and they say, here are all the things that APEC has been doing for us. So annually, when we recognize our Teachers of the Year, we also recognize our Partner of the Year. And we go out to our schools, we go out to the receivers of this great work, and we ask, who should we lift up?
Can you tell me a little bit more about the importance of us having partners? I know we have so many children whose parents work 2 jobs or 3 jobs, and literally when the child gets up in the morning, mom or dad have already gone to work. They have to get to school, and then they have to stay after school and not only receive child care in the traditional sense, but tutoring support and extra nourishment. So talk a little bit more about the importance of that, providing that service, those extended services to our children.
Yeah. Dr. Looney, you often say that relationships matter, and absolutely they do. Every child needs a caring adult in their life. And sometimes the adult that's at home with them every day isn't enough. They need more. They need those gaps filled. And our partners are able to do that. They're able to do that with consistency, with showing that they care, with the mentoring, the tutoring. I actually mentor a young lady myself at North Springs High School, and she is excited to see me every time that I come and spend that time with her. There are other things that we can talk about, that I can encourage her about, that maybe she doesn't get at home. And so the collaboration of my support, the support she gets at home, the support she gets at school, all of these things matter to really help our young people thrive.
So Angie, this is not just your passion, but this is a family enterprise. You got the whole family involved.
We have the whole family involved. And when you mentioned that, since my children are in the process of kind of taking over and train my own replacement, that's a key factor here. we used to call our after school leaders group leaders. Just this year, we changed that title to youth mentors because that is really the type of person we want to attract to be able to provide that. Like you mentioned, many of these children are in care from 7 in the morning until almost 7 in the evening. We don't close until 6:30. So that's too many hours to waste. Schools are doing an amazing job preparing those kids 6 hours a day, but that additional time we try to provide not after school care, but after school enrichment for the kids. Giving them that tutorial support, but a lot of emotional support. Sometimes they really just need someone to talk to, someone that has that intimate relationship with them. The other thing we provide is meals. So we serve snack and supper every day, because if you think of a child that's getting picked up at 6:30 in the evening, an exhausted parent, at least we know they've had a good meal. They can go home, get a snack, and then they can spend some quality time together. So it was imperative to us. The community has to support the schools, or the schools are just swimming up the river. So we were glad to be able to provide those kind of supports for kids that have to be in care for 12 or 13 hours a day.
Right. We have a breakfast program, we have a lunch program. You provide a meal program in the evening, a supper. It's just amazing. Some of our kids are literally with us almost throughout their entire waking hour.
They are. They are.
So how does someone that might be interested in volunteering or working for APEC to become a mentor to her, much in the same way Samantha is? How would somebody go about doing that?
Absolutely. Everything on that website. Like I said, that E that you find on the website, you click on that E and that will take you to the link for employment, which also includes volunteers. So we are having a big push right now to get volunteers to come and offer. If you have a talent, something like your behind the scenes people here, if you have a talent you'd like to share with kids, we bring in those type of professionals as enrichment contractors. So there's definitely volunteer opportunities, all different ways of supporting. And what we're seeing now for the first time is children who came up through the APEC program are now coming back and applying as youth mentors.
Isn't that amazingly rewarding?
That is so rewarding. That is.
It's like the circle of life almost, just full circle.
It is. It really is. So that's been in the last probably 2 or 3 years, I'm seeing that now they've gotten old enough to come through. Some of them are in college, some had finished college, and they're going to come back and they talk about the days spent at APEC and how now they want to create that experience for the next generation, which is so fulfilling.
You know, folks, it really truly takes a village to raise a child. We have students from 5 in the morning till 6:30 in the evening. If you want to make a difference, please reach out to Samantha Maxey through our district website or through organizations such as APEC, who are truly making a profound difference in the lives of our students here in Fulton County. Thank you for watching this show. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And now, let's go around the district in 90 seconds. That's it for our show this week. Let's keep this conversation going. We'd love to hear from you on our social media platforms. Join us next time on Let's Talk Schools. And as always, thank you for watching.